YouTube, how the heck is it going? So, I got some good news and some bad news. I'm going to start with the bad news first. The Honda is not going to make it to the first track day. But, I still have parts in. My wheel bearings never showed up. The injectors never showed up. And I'm still getting that hard pull. And without those things, the alignment shop said it would be pointless for me to try to do an alignment on something I'm going to take off and do all over again. So that was the bad news. Right now, I'm going to pull out the Honda and bring in the Golf R, because the good news is I'm still going on the track day. It is in 2 days. It's going to be on the 1st. So I'm going to get the Golf R ready and yeah, get some things done to the Golf R. So let me pull out the car. So right now, I'm just going to do a couple things. I got to do an oil change. I'm going to check out the tires, make sure everything's looking good on the tire side. I'm going to check my coolant levels and all that stuff. Mounts, make sure everything is good for when I go race. So let me get into that. So if you guys don't know how to change an oil on your MK7R, I like to take the lid off. It makes it easier just to grab stuff. Your oil filter is right here. You need a 32 socket, which fits right over. That's where your oil filter is. Take one of these bad boys. Shouldn't be that tight. It should be about, it's like 26 pounds. Yep, 26 Newton meters right there. Crack that loose, and then I go underneath and start draining the oil. I would bring you guys under there, but it is dark and tight. You guys won't be able to see. So things you're going to need while you're doing an oil change. You're going to get a new drain plug. This will focus. This is a nylon. They are a plastic pan. The number on here is 090 CD. This you can get at AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts. Then you need, I always go with Castrol. I go with Edge. I go with the one that says Eurocar. Anytime I get oil, I always go with the Castrol Edge Eurocar. It is the 5W40. So let me get under there and start draining the oil. So while that's draining, down there, I'm going to change the filter. So what I like to do is always have like paper towels on standby, because when you take up the oil filter, some oil residue does fall off. Not residue, but remnants does fall out. So I'm ready to crack this loose. There we go. Now take out this filter. Then your replacement filter should come with an O-ring. The O-ring's right here. You can take this out with your hands, or you can get a flathead and pull it off. New filter. New O-ring. Make sure it's all the way around, nice and flush. I get a little bit of oil and rub it on there. Put it so where it doesn't fall. Check in here, make sure there's no metal shavings, which looks like there's not. Drop your new filter in. You hear that click? So I like to go into here and wipe it all down with like another paper towel, so there's no like dust and debris when I'm putting the new filter on. That looks nice and clean. New filter in. So once you bottom out, I don't have a torque wrench anymore. Mine broke. I just like to give it a little tug, and that's it. Looks good to me, feels good to me. I'm gonna call it there. We don't have to go super tight. So I'm gonna go back to the bottom and put the new plug in. This is what your replacement plug looks like. All you have to do is put a flathead in there and tighten it up. Once you bottom it out, it makes a little pop and it sits there. Don't try to tighten it anymore because you'll break the plastic. Now that we're here, you need to put the oil in it. It takes 6 quarts. Find your funnel and start filling away. Like I said, it's 6 quarts. So after I get done filling, I like to take brake cleaner and spray around all my surfaces just to make sure I'm not leaking oil after I start the car back up. Now I'm going to go underneath and spray down there. Time you want to start your car for about 40 seconds. Let it run, let it idle, check for leaks, then you'll check your oil. Okay, now content for the Honda. I got the VTEC oil switch in today. I have my outer ball joints. I don't think I'm gonna get to the outer ball joints today, to be honest. I'm not gonna rush now. Now I know that I'm not gonna make it to March 1st. So I'm gonna actually probably get them professionally pressed in the same as my wheel bearings and the wheel hub assembly. Just get it professionally pressed in instead of me trying to do it. So I'm gonna get the VTEC solenoid on. Eugene's on his way. We're gonna probably do some fucking around on the computer to get it running right. It seems to be running a little bit lean, so we're gonna see what we can do there when he gets here. All right, so the VTEC solenoid switch is right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right here. Obviously, you can see mine broke. So, oh yeah, I forgot I already taken this out. It should pull out like that. Switch plug is right here. Should be able to. Oh, I already took out the plug as well. Awesome, everything's working out in my favor. There should be a little O-ring that's already in here. There we go, took it out. Then yours should come with a new O-ring. So check to see if yours comes with an O-ring before you start messing with it, because apparently they do and they don't. Luckily mine did come with a brand new O-ring, because as soon as I touched this, it fell and disappeared and I couldn't find it. So it was pretty scary for a second, because I didn't know if I did have one or not. So now we're gonna thread a new one on. I'm gonna lock it in place. Doesn't need to be too tight. It just needs to seal that O-ring. Alright, that should be tight enough. Click it back on. We should have VTEC again. The next thing I want to do is I want to add more trans fluid in. I don't like how much I added before. It didn't feel like it was full to the top, but it did feel kind of full. I also grind in a couple gears when I'm just driving around. So let's fill that up. Broken loose. Let's get down there. Do this by hand now. better now. So now that I have VTEC back in, I gotta try to turn VTEC on in here. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it there. I only did a couple things. It's gonna be a short little video to keep you guys updated that we did not make it to March 1st. You know, the list was not done, but hey, that means there is more content to come out. There's more things to be done. That means things are just gonna get better on this Honda. Stay tuned to the 1st. I might be doing a live stream, and I know I am gonna be recording videos that night of every car that goes by, my races, my buddies' races, all that stuff. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Later.